The breast cancer relapse news is round the corner as the wife of a famous Bollywood actor has now again suffered from the breast cancer. Now, breast cancer has relapsed. It means that the breast cancer has again come back. It means that the person was suffering from the breast cancer initially, and after getting the treatment and after getting rid of the cancer, after the cancer was done remission of it, again the breast cancer has come back. And this news is round the corner everywhere. And hello and welcome to the InFocus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha, and in today's episode we will be talking about the topic of the breast cancer relapse. So the points that we will be looking would be about the breast cancer relapse, types of breast cancer that comes back, now about the breast cancer burden in India, what can be done to prevent the breast cancer, and what are the steps that a person needs to take to get rid of it, and in the end the prelims MCQ. Now this topic is of relevance from the perspective of the topic health. So coming back to the news talks about cancer relapses. Doctor explains the reasons. Then disease comes back. Cancer relapse. Cancer relapse. It means that if this is one person suffered from the cancer once, after few years, the breast cancer has arrived again. It means the same person is suffering from the cancer again. Now this is a very serious matter if we talk about. Before moving forward, Drishti IAS Mukherjee Nagar classes has now shifted to Noida, and the admissions are open for the IAS Foundation course, and the admissions are open for both English medium and Hindi medium. In case of any query, give us a call at 87501. And there is a new feature for the IAS online foundation course students in the Drishti Learning app, that a new feature of artificial intelligence has been added, and there are few highlights of it, that is AI quiz, AI summary, and ask me anything. Within the quiz you can get the quiz with regard to the topic that you have studied. Within the summary you can get the summary of the topic or the lecture which you have studied, and ask me anything. You can ask the question related to the subject or about anything else. So this feature has been added to make your study more smarter and more faster and in a very integrated manner. So take full advantage of it. Now coming back to the news. The wife of a famous actor has suffered from the cancer relapse, and the cancer is the breast cancer. So after 7 years of gap, so first the breast cancer was hit, then after a gap of 7 years, again she is suffering from the breast cancer. And first she was diagnosed during the time of after 2015 time she was diagnosed, and then again she is diagnosed with the breast cancer. So breast cancer are, when we talk about cancer, now cancer is a term which are basically related to cells. Now cells are the building blocks of a human body, and when we talk about cells, they are the building blocks of the human body. So the division of the cells takes place within the human body, and in a normal human the division of the cells takes place in a normal speed. In case of cancer, the division of the cell or the replication of the cell takes place at a very fast speed, at a very rapid pace. It means that within a normal human or a person who is suffering from the cancer, the division of the cell or the number of the cells duplication is very high as compared to the person who is living a normal life. Now cancer can be of different types, like for example benign cancer and malignant cancer. In a benign cancer, the division of the cell or the cells do not move, they remain at one place, while the malignant cancer is much more tough and much more difficult to deal with. The cancer or the cells of the body, they starts to move from one place to another place. So this is about the very basic things about the cancer. Now let us talk about the burden of breast cancer on India. And if we talk about the female, then within females the breast cancer is one of the cancers which the prevalence of the breast cancer is very high. Now about breast cancer burden. So if we talk about, then 23.76% of all cancer diagnosis globally. Then India, if we talk in absolute terms, then the prevalence of cancer cases, India stands third globally after China and US. Then according to the Global Cancer Observatory, India has the highest number of breast cancer related deaths. In the year 2022, around 98,300 people lost their life from breast cancer. Then if we talk from the respect of cities which has the highest burden of breast cancer, then these are metropolitan cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, Bangalore, Thiruvananthapuram. And if we talk about from the respect of the states which has the highest burden of breast cancer prevalence and deaths, so that is Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra and West Bengal. According to the International Agency for Research on Cancer, it projects a 170% increase in the number of new breast cancer cases and around 200% rise in breast cancer related deaths in India by the year 2050. And India has one of the highest burdens of cancer cases and also highest burden of breast cancer cases. And breast cancer among the females is stands at the peak when we talk about the different types of cancers. Now, recurrence in cancer. It means the cancer coming back again to the same person who has suffered initially, and then the treatment of the cancer took place, and now after the remission of the cancer has taken place, it means the cancer went, or the cancer was treated. Again the cancer comes back, but the basic reason for this is that in the same person who has been treated initially, what happens is during the time of treatment, there are few cells, the few cancerous cells, they hide within the body and they become very weak and they hide within the body. So when the treatment of the cancer is going on and when the cancerous cells is being removed from the body, few of the cells that remains back within the body of the person. After many years or after a certain time span, these cancer cells which were hidden in the body of the patient, they starts to come up, and when they starts to come up, they starts to replicate again. The duplication of the cells starts to take again, and that is how the recurrence or the relapse of the cancer in the body of the patient who once was treated from the cancer, again the cancer takes place. Now about the recurrence in cancer, the cancer may come back months or years after the treatment, and sometimes during treatment a few cancer cells remain in the body surviving aggressive therapies, and cancer may come back after the cancer has been done remission from the body of the patient. And usually the cancer which comes back into the same person is basically the cancer of the original type. Usually the same type of cancer comes, the different types of cancer do not come. Now about the types of cancer recurrences. So the types of cancer recurrences are, first is recurrent cancer has been classified depending on the location where it crops up. So the location at which the cancer comes up again. First is the local recurrence, if the cancer returns to the same place as the original one. So if the original cancer took place in the breast, then again the recurrent cancer will also be a breast cancer. Then regional recurrence. Regional recurrence means it happens when the tumor develops in the lymph nodes or tissues near the original cancer. Now, if the original cancer is in throat, then the lymph nodes or the tissues which are near the throat, the cancer will develop at that place. Then comes the next, and that is the distant recurrence, which occurs when the cancer from the original tumor has spread to organs or tissues located far away in the body. Far away in the body, it means that once the cancer took place in the throat and the other cancer, the next cancer took place in the breast. So that means that the place of the recurrence of cancer is different, and this is a very tricky situation, rare situation, and a very difficult situation to deal with. The distinct recurrence of cancer. Now breast cancer recurrence. The rate of breast cancer recurrence in India is estimated to be around 20 to 30%. Then the women who develop breast cancer before age 35 are more likely to experience the cancer return. So as of now, the age of the breast cancer is also reducing. So the females who have developed breast cancer before the age of 35, they are most likely to receive. Again, risk of cancer coming back also depends on the type and stage of the original cancer. Like for example, the triple negative breast cancer. Now the triple negative breast cancer, there is no need to go into the detail of it. You just need to know that it is also a type of a breast cancer. Are more aggressive and more likely to return, particularly within the first few years after treatment. So the triple negative breast cancer, it is a type of breast cancer which comes back. So when we talk about the different types of breast cancer, within it, the type of breast cancer in which the relapse is seen, so that is usually the triple negative breast cancer. Then the local recurrence of breast cancer occurs usually within 5 years of a lupectomy or a partial mastectomy. So basically you need to remember that around 5 years or plus years it takes to return back the breast cancer. Symptoms of the breast cancer recurrence, so that is also different with regard to local recurrence, that is breast lumps or under the chest, changes in the nipple, thickening near the surgical scar, swollen skin near the lupectomy site. So these are few of the symptoms of the local recurrence. Now let us talk about regional breast cancer recurrence. So that is trouble in swallowing, chronic chest pain, swallowing or numbness in one arm or shoulder, and swollen lymph nodes. Then comes the distinct breast cancer symptoms. So that is chronic dry cough, dizziness, extreme fatigue, lack of appetite, nausea, and weight loss. So these are symptoms of local recurrence, regional recurrence, or distinct breast cancer. Now about the caution that a person needs to take so that they can prevent the breast cancer or the relapse of the breast cancer. First and foremost is you need to have a regular health checkup, and specifically with regard to females, the mammograms, that is the X-ray of the breast, it needs to be done on regular basis. Health checkups needs to be done on regular basis. If you're not doing on within a time period of 6 months, that you can surely do in 1 year, one health checkup needs to be done. And then you need to be very, very careful how you are dealing. If you have any kind of doubt, then you need to consult the doctor. If you're feeling any kind of problem with your breast, then also the female needs to consult to the doctor. Then you need to eat healthy, proper physical exercise needs to be performed, and then proper sleep is necessary. Then limiting the alcohol intake, or you can absolutely close it down. Also staying away from smoking and tobacco products. But the most important is get your health checkup done first and foremost. And if you are not suffering from the breast cancer, and if any kind of other problem is there, that will also come up. A few of the government initiatives. So that is in the interim budget of 2024-25, the vaccination of girls aged between 9 to 14 years to prevent cervical cancer. Then National Program for Prevention and Control of Cancer, Diabetes, Cardiovascular Diseases and Stroke. Then comes the National Cancer Grid, National Cancer Awareness Day, and the HPV vaccine. So these are few of the government initiatives that has been taken. And now in the end of prelims MCQ, and like always, you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. So the question is, the World Cancer Day is observed every year on 2nd of February, 4th of February, 4th of March, or 4th of July. So give me the answer in the comments below. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.